Hi all, a very good evening. So we have a fantabulous day here. We have one of the top personality from IMA. So I'm introducing you in front of you, that is J. Stephen McNally, that is CMA CPA, one of the greatest personality from that is IMA platform. So this person he is here exactly to address our students. So we are just planning an interactive section for you exactly. So welcome to this show, sir. A fantabulous show with you, sir.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here right now. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you once again, sir, for your fantabulous visit here. So my first question for the students is here. So as we know that we are exactly in the academic field. So what exactly the required skill set for our students to be fit in the industry? From your experience, can you just narrate what are the skill set that exactly our students require to be in the industry?
So it goes without saying, if you're going to be entering the commerce, finance, accounting field profession, obviously you need those technical skills, but those technical skills will actually only take you so far. They'll certainly get you in the door, that first job, but ultimately you really need the leadership skills, the communication skills. You need the ability to interact with your cross-functional colleagues and partners to really grow the business. So it starts with the technical, but then it's building the relationships and building those softer skills, the leadership skills.
So that is exactly what I'm saying, that the network is very important for today's scenario.
Extremely.
So have you narrated the concept network? So how to be a good networker? So that is the second question.
How to be a good networker? Well, first I'd say you have to overcome the fear of what networking is. Really, networking is just building relationships. So if you think about it that way, it's about building relationships, starting with your professors, starting with your colleagues at work, starting with peers and friends of your family, and then going from there. So it's building your professional network. Some will become mentors to help you along your journey, but it's really building and keeping those connections.
Okay. So how's that possible? As we know that our students are using Insta, Facebook, or some of them are familiar with that is LinkedIn platform. So can you narrate about what is the importance of LinkedIn in this scenario? That means how it is exactly helping our students to get idea about those things. That is, what are the changes in reality?
Well, to the extent you leverage social media as part of your networking, I would say LinkedIn is probably, for me, the most professional of those social media options. And in my case, I use LinkedIn. Number one, it provides an opportunity to show your job profile, how your career has advanced, some of the key skills and qualities that you have. It also gives the opportunity for those that you work with, prior bosses, to put recommendations out there for you. It also provides an opportunity to build your brand. What is your personal brand? Who are you? What makes you tick? And you can really create your LinkedIn profile consistent with that. LinkedIn is also a great way to follow others so that you're always building your knowledge of what the trends are, of what makes a difference.
Okay. As when I can see, what I can see that throughout your presentation and everything that you are mentioning, creating a personal brand, that is very important. So why you are stick on that thing, that which means that what is the importance of personal brand, which means that so that charismatic role is required for a student to become an industrialist or a employee?
So the reason I stress the importance of personal brand, at least my experience has been, when you're going for a role, you're typically not the only one going for a role. There's competition. So the question becomes, what sets you apart from the competition? Why are you unique? What differentiates you? And by building a personal brand, it allows others to very quickly say, oh, that person is an expert in risk management.
Exactly.
Or that person is an operational professional, or just what makes you different and qualified.
Yeah, exactly. Which means that the general knowledge about a scenario is very important. But today, what we require is exactly the specialized knowledge. So
Yes.
now we require the importance of branding. So how we are able to develop our own brand, which means that there are different platforms are there, like social media. So how we can create our own brand?
Well, I think it starts with you need to invest the time to get to know yourself and what
Exactly.
makes you tick. so that you know what brand are you trying to create, a brand that's authentic. You can't say, oh, I want to be like this person. You need to be you. So you need to be in touch with who you are. But once you've really tapped into who you are from a career, from a professional perspective, then you start developing your story. And I talk about developing a 30 or 60 second introduction, remarks that help explain who you are, what makes you different and special. And then you take that same idea, you build it into LinkedIn, you build it into your conversations when you meet new people. Be consistent in that story. And the shorter and more crisp it is, the better. For example, at one point in my career, I was really known for internal control and risk management. And there's an organization, COSO, which is known for these frameworks. Well, I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Steve McNally, the COSO guy.
Yes.
That very quickly let people know, oh, it's Steve McNally,
They are catching
but
you
he's all
exactly.
about risk management, internal control. Exactly.
Yes, they are exactly catching you. So as you said that the signature of every person is here important. So my question is related to, see, as we know that we are moving with AI-based environment, that is artificial-based environment. So as we know that most of the, so what we can see as the role today, that may be not appearing tomorrow. So how we can equip with, which means that we are in the professional and that is specifically the management and finance side. So to be very clear that we are in the management and finance side as CMA certified management accountant. So what I am asking as an advice, how we are able to equip with this AI-based platform.
So I can almost guarantee you the roles of management accounting and finance professionals in 5-10 years will look very, very different.
Yes.
So to rephrase the question, how do we react in the, technology is changing what we do, how we do it. What does that mean for the future? And I would suggest what it means is actually great opportunity for us. In the past, we focused as professionals much more in the details, in the numbers, in the analysis, in the reporting, whereas I believe that technology is going to take a lot of that more routine, even mundane work away from us, and now we can do what's really fun. We can become the business partners, the strategic advisors. We can really focus on thinking about how do we create our organization, our business for the future. So technology becomes a tool, and yes, as technology improves, the tools improve, but it just means we get to do even higher level work in the future.
Exactly, which means that the continuous updation is required here. We just have to move with the technology.
Yes.
That helps us a greater field to equip this AI-based platform.
And it implies we need to constantly think about how do we upskill.
Yes.
It's really important as professionals to keep our finger on the pulse of what are the trends.
Yes.
At the moment, clearly, technology is a trend. The need for enterprise risk management as a tool is a trend. The importance of ESG, sustainability, CSR reporting, it's a trend. So as accounting and finance professionals, we need to know that, we need to develop our personal awareness of that, and we need to help our organizations understand what to do about these changes.
Yeah, exactly, that's true. So you are focusing that, which means that the network is the primary factor through which we have to develop our own brand and we have to move with the technology. That
Absolutely.
is exactly a wonderful code for our students and those who pass you the CMA program here. So my last question for you, sir. It's exactly honor to ask such question. So we are in the field of management accounting. So how we can contribute to the success of a corporate?
So what is the purpose of a company, of a corporation? It's to create economic value.
Yes, exactly.
What is our role? Our role is to be at the table with our cross-functional partners, with the marketers, the salespeople, the supply chain, with the CEO, and being part of that conversation as equals in defining what are the strategic goals and objectives of the organization, how do we plan for the future, and then as finance and accounting people, we are able to leverage our background and skills to add data, facts to that work that we do as a collective partnership.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you once again for your wonderful time, sir. And it is again great honor to listen from you, such a person with I think more than 30 years of industrial and all experience. So thanks a ton, sir, once again.
It's my honor. Thank you.
Sure, most welcome, sir.
Logic School of Management.